Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple but tasty pizza dough. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. So there's nothing at all to making pizza dough. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of yeast, a cup of warm water, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of salt, and back here I have 3 cups of all-purpose flour that's not sifted. Let me get these 3 ingredients out of the way, the sugar, the water, and the yeast, because that's going to go into when we activate the yeast, okay? So these are the main ingredients right here to our pizza. The flour, the salt, and the olive oil. And the olive oil can be traded out for any type of vegetable oil. Now let's move on to activating our yeast. So here we are activating the yeast, and we're using a whole cup of warm water, only 1 tablespoon of the active dry yeast, and we're putting 2 tablespoons of the sugar. This is a lot of sugar than we normally use to activate yeast, but that's because some of that sugar was going to go into the dough, okay? So we just give it a stir, and we wait 5 to 8 minutes, and while we're waiting on this, take a look at what the best way is to store your yeast if you buy it by bulk. The best method for storing yeast is in a glass container rather than a plastic. Let's take a look at why. If you buy the yeast by the 1 pound or the 2 pound, you're gonna have to figure out how to store it. The best way to store it is in a glass jar like this, and you can store it up to a year or more, and it'll stay dry. It won't go bad on you. However, if you store it in a plastic container like this, it will sweat in the lid, and the water will drop back in your yeast, and it will spoil it. It'll get clumpy like that and spoil it. So never store yeast in a plastic container, only in a glass container. That little tip right there has saved me a ton of money throughout the years. So let's get to making our dough. Just add all the ingredients. Look how beautiful the yeast foamed up right here, you guys. Just put it in, and we're going to work this into a dough. And you can use a spoon or your hand. I prefer to use my hand because I don't want to wash the spoon when it's all done. So just get it worked in. Alright, here's our beautiful dough. And if you overpack your flour, you may need to add a little bit more warm water. If you didn't, you should be fine. But this is what your dough will look like. And this will give you like 3 large pizzas. 1, 2, 3. 3 large pizzas and a bunch of pizza pocket. So that's why I want to do this recipe separate, because we're going to be making other dinners with this dough, okay? So here's our simple pizza dough. To purchase copies of my book, just visit my website at bearpantryshow.com and click on the store tab. This pizza dough is very simple. It definitely is not plain. And of course, you can add your own herbs and spices into it to make it uniquely your own. I wanted it to be more simple because I want it to be a base for you to work with. And so you can add your own things to put your own signature to it. Now, in the very near future, I'm going to teach you how to make stuff like pizza and pizza pocket. So the next video upload that you'll see, I'm going to be showing you how to make the pizza sauce from scratch, okay? Thank you guys for liking, for watching the video, for sharing with your friends and family, for picking up the book, and for subscribing. Until I see you guys again, take care.